And it's time to take a look at happenings in the world of sport. It's been celebration across Africa as the Tigress won the Afro-Basket title for the third time in a row, beating Mali in the final. And we say congratulations to the Nigeria women basketball team. But then in Lagos, youths in Festac have continued with the fight against drug abuse. Using a five-a-side football tournament where 401 Road emerged champions. 6 teams participated in the maiden edition of the Kick Against Drug Abuse match with the aim of making the youths in Lagos more productive. We have more details in this report. With a population of more than 200 million people, the demographic nature of the country has shown that 70% of them are youths. But there is a big global challenge: the war against drug abuse. In Lagos, the Babatunde Raimi Foundation has put together a five-a-side football tournament made up of 6 teams in Festac to sensitize the youths on the fight against drug abuse.
This is my own way as a foundation to rid my society of this menace of drug abuse. This thing has robbed so many youths of their glorious destinies. It has cost so many people their lives. So if we can provide support in our own small way to people to ensure that to make sure that they stop this drug abuse, it will be a major win for us.
We actually came to support the youth and then help us kick against drugs.
Drug abuse has been an issue all over the world, so this is an opportunity, for us to give back to the society by telling the youth that you can stay out of drugs.
The principal staff officer, drug demand reduction, NDLEA Lagos State, Titilope Ogunloyi, has commended the participation of youths in this football tournament to sensitize them of the danger involved with drugs.
What her BRF is doing now is a great thing. If all of us can give back to our society where we are being raised and say, okay, something is wrong, can I fix it? I think we are going to have a better Nigeria.
Drugs is now like taking soft drinks. It's like taking chewing gum. But I think that a lot of it has to go back to the government. The youths are not employed. The youths are not, they don't have what they're doing right now.
While football is being used as a means to bring the youths together in Festac to sensitize them of the importance and the dangers involved with drug abuse, it is hoped that parents and the government will continue with the daily sensitization of children and citizens to ensure that Lagos and Nigeria becomes a better place for everyone. Well, the convener Kick Against Drug Abuse, KIDA 2021, Babatunde Raimi joins me on the breakfast show. Well, Babatunde, it's nice to have you on the program.
Same here, thank you.
Well, let me start by commending you as far as bringing the youth together in Festac is concerned and giving them some form of awareness as far as the dangers involved with drugs is concerned. But let me start by asking, why Festac?
The issue of drug is not limited to location, it's not limited to sex, it's not limited to religion or even position. It's a global problem.
That's it.
So, and we realized that government alone cannot do this. So we wanted to, in our own small way, create awareness so that we can, from little drops, begin to spread the news and awareness against drug abuse. And
when you realize, how this has been able to impact negatively on youth, how does this make you feel? And taking a look at the fact that their future and everything concerning them takes, a negative downturn.
I have lost friends due to drug abuse. I have lost great basketball players, I have lost great footballers, I have lost close associates, and this is because of drug abuse. So I just realized that, okay, you see, one thing about life is when we translate to the Great Divide, our people come to your burial ground and your epitaph will read, oh, he lived a good life. I don't want people to lie when I die. I want my epitaph to read, he lived to the glory of God and for the benefit of mankind. I want to be remembered for the problems I helped solve more than the problems I helped created. So that's the reason why I said we should begin to create awareness against drug abuse. As of today, according to a report by NDLEA, do you know that about 14.3 million Nigerians are currently abusing drugs, especially within the ages of 15 and 64. So it's a problem and we need to arrest it on time.
Looking at the impact this had on the youths, in Festac over the weekend, from the sensitization, those who came around, to tell their stories and all that, how much difference do you think this would have made?
The first thing is information. Now, sometimes you indulge in certain things and you don't know how dangerous these things can be. Sometimes when maybe close people are telling you stop this, you don't want to stop it. But when you have outsiders, begin to tell you the same thing repeatedly, you want to consider it. And I must say that I'm very much encouraged. In fact, I was speaking with my wife yesterday and I told her I think we should take this across Africa. And I just needed a permission before, if I don't get it. I said, I think we should take this across Africa because if we don't arrest it, especially around the borders of Nigeria, it will still come into. And I called my friend in Ghana, I called my friend in Cotonou. I said, yes, I think we are bringing CADA to Cotonou. And just like that, the awareness has been very impactful.
Well, we've seen people fix the problem in terms of the statistics and how peer pressure, bring people to do what they don't want to do. In terms of fixing the solution, we've seen KIDA 2021. What more, should Nigerians, expect from BRF as far as fighting drug abuse is concerned?
I want to say that by the grace of God, we are taking this to universities, because we realize that universities seems to be like a catching point. A news was aired this morning about an 100-level student that was apprehended. So we are taking this campaign to universities. I want to say thank you to TVC for their partnership. I want to say thank you to NDLEA. I want to say thank you to everybody that is supporting this advocacy against drug abuse. And by the time we take it to university, you realize that most parents, for instance, I must say this, some parents, they do 9 to 9 job, and when they don't train their children at home, they don't even know their children. And when they have money and before you know it, they send them to missionary schools thinking there is a magic that the missionary schools can do, to reform their children. So the children that you don't settle down to take care of now, the children that you don't have meetings with now, even if you have millions, you will spend it on rehabilitation. So we should go back to the root. Parents should start doing the job of parenting beyond any other thing. So like that, it will help us move forward.
This is massive, and I must say a very big thank you for coming up with this initiative. And you can always count on us on TVC, but we'll always be there with you to ensure that youths, across Nigeria, get to know more about the dangers involved as far as drug abuse is concerned.
Thank you very much.
That's a laudable one, from the BRF Foundation. Many thanks for being a